Hello, hello, one and all. This is a quick new scenery update. So you might remember this pipe, and yeah, this is the one that I got from the aquatic scenery thing, and then I sprayed it black, and then did a full repaint job to try and bring out the parts that I thought were relevant on it, and tried to give it a sort of mixed, used, worn look. This piece. Well, they do another piece in that range, and here it is. Now this is interesting. So we've got the two different ends there, the screw end and that end, and then this bit here, and then obviously a great big hole right in it, and you know, it's a pretty decent size for minis to be able to get in and sort of use it as cover. That kind of size. So yeah, it's not bad. So you know, you could pop them in, use it as cover, and you know, like have little bits where, oh yeah, we can flank you by coming around the side and firing in, and this sort of business. So, you know, having it down like that. Now you might notice that it's coloured the way it's coloured, very differently from that, because this is just being bought from the shop. So this is how the other one was. That's exactly how it was. So that is more of a sunken underwater and just left to rot underwater sort of thing, which is okay. But I wanted a industrial pipes overland left to rot, which is why I repainted it from being like that to that. So you got if you can kind of imagine the before and after there. So I'm going to do the same on that as I've done on that, roughly. So that's just a quick scenery update on the new piece from the Fish Tank Aquatic Scenery range. I think the range this comes from is something like Fish Are Fun, or something like that, with the R letter in the middle. Something like that. There's a website that sells them as well, but got it from an aquatic store. You could probably pick up stuff like this in your aquatic store. The other things that I was thinking about maybe delving into in the aquatic store, sometimes you get like a big skull thing. So maybe if you had like a desert sort of thing, if you wanted that sort of crate dragon skull on Tatooine type deal thing happening, you know, you could have this massive skull thing, you know, if it is of course to range or whatever. Yeah, see, it goes in. And you know, like work it out that way, sort of. Yeah, you know, this is the remains of a huge big beast that was left here or whatever. The only other thing that I've got to worry about is this piece of shield generator. It's got a resin piece that it comes with as well. So we've got, this is the actual, like, you know, circuitry electrical part. And this is like that grey hard foam stuff. You might recognise it. It did not glue together very easily. There's a, you know, real decisive. The only way I was able to get the top to be as flush as I could, you can see the gap right there, was to create this gap where it's uneven at the bottom. You see the fin? It's not. It doesn't meet well there or there. But that was the only way to get the top to be flush, is to it be like that underneath. So, and then it comes with a resin piece that you just pop sort of next to it, and then just paint them the same, obviously, and do it that way. Now, the only thing that I'm concerned about is spraying this, because I've heard that with some foam stuff like this, that you can melt it with spray. So I think I recall something about coating it with light watered down PVA glue first as like a protective shield on it, and then spraying. Does that sound right? Anyway, that's kind of where the thought process is right now, and I still need to paint this bad guy here. He's grey, and some of these other bits like this grey one here needs doing, and still figure out something for this crazy bloody thing. Right, well, until the next one, I'll see you at the table with the ever increasing terrain.